Liverpool against Bournemouth, a fixture a bit like the proverbial buses. You wait more than 4 decades for one, and then 4 come along together in a short space of time. This the second meeting in successive seasons in this competition, and Liverpool looking for the brightest of starts there. Roberto Firmino with the effort wide.
First touch takes him a little bit wider than I think he wants to be. It's a really good pass, he got himself back onside. This touch here took him a little bit wider than he wanted to be, gave him a very difficult angle from which to shoot. The kind of area that you want to get in though, coming off the wide area.
His 10th game for Liverpool, and he's yet to see out a full 90 minutes as the Brazilian. Stajan Lovren. Harry Arter getting involved, still to make his Premier League debut. Arter, he's been troubled by groin and hip problems that first surfaced when he was away with the Republic of Ireland. It's backed by Sylvain Distin, who's back on Merseyside, the former Everton defender. Simon Francis, who's playing that role in the middle tonight, more normally accustomed to playing at right back. Here's Pugh for Bournemouth. He's got Kermagant in the middle if he can find a route through, but he's been kept at bay for now by Jordan Ibe. Pugh does get his cross in the end, but it's comfortable for Bogdan to deal with.
He could have played it in earlier on his right foot, looking for a better ball on his left side. But Morgan did well to win the long diagonal there, which will be encouraging for Eddie Howe.
Liverpool saw off Bournemouth in the FA Cup a couple of seasons ago, saw them off in this competition last season and in the Premier League, controversially here with a goal from Christian Benteke that should have been ruled out for an offside on Philippe Coutinho. Bournemouth have never beaten Liverpool in any of their previous meetings. Here's Junior Stanislas. Now Pugh. And here's Francis looking for and finding Adam Smith. There's a decent cross of the ball if he can get into a good position. It's Ritchie who whips this one in, and Pugh close to applying a touch.
Youngster did well at the back post though. Conor Randall had to come in here and narrow. He sees the danger. Not going to win that cleanly, but did enough to make sure Pugh wasn't getting a free header at the back post.
Well, he's been on the bench for 5 matches this season, Conor Randall. Tonight is his big chance. He is playing in his normal role. It's Nathaniel Klein who's moved to the other side to accommodate his introduction. Sylvain Distin. Now Simon Francis, who's the stand-in captain with Tommy Elphick, one of the many Bournemouth players currently on the sidelines through injury. This is Smith. Did find the gap to find his goalkeeper Federici, but the pressure immediately coming in on him from Jordan Ibe. That's Arter trying to play it in behind Klein to Ritchie.
Don't think he's going to win too many foot races against Nathaniel Klein, Matt Ritchie. You want the ball into his feet rather than in behind Nathaniel Klein.
Here's Joe Allen. Allen, who's been something of a whipping boy for Liverpool's recent problems, and that won't help him. This is Harry Arter, and an opening for Stanislas perhaps, and he's denied by Bogdan. That's a good stop from the goalkeeper. Back out towards Ritchie, and in the end it was Brannigan who did enough for Liverpool to relieve the danger. Allen over-exit with the pass to Origi, he having been the man who gave the ball away in the first place to set up that Bournemouth attack.
What a good save it was from Bogdan.
Bogdan, who was the hero of the last round in the penalty shootout against Carlisle, with 3 penalty saves, and coming to Liverpool's rescue early on to deny Junior Stanislas. Here's Lovren. Back to him from Firmino. Now Toure. This is Randall. Now Lovren. This is Klein. Kolo Touré. Now Randall. Back from Ibe to Kolo Touré. This is Teixeira. Touré. Teixeira, who has played once for Liverpool before. It was 20 months ago in a Premier League match against Fulham. Now Ibe. Back from Randall to Brannigan. This is Joe Allen. Teixeira sweeping it out wide and Klein couldn't keep it in.
Eddie Howe will have watched the job that Southampton did in Liverpool at the weekend, where they dropped in really quickly into a very compact shape. I think at times Liverpool were a little bit over-deliberate. As we see tonight, anytime Liverpool goes sideways, it gives Bournemouth a chance to drop in.
Eddie Howe did his homework for the next two matches in watching that game. Southampton, Bournemouth's next league opponents.
Chance this was for Stanislas early in the match. Could have hit it earlier than he eventually did. He's very, very composed when he gets in. Could have hit it a couple of times. Eventually gets onto his right side to open the target up beautifully. And you see from this angle what a good save it is from Bogdan. Really good spread from the goalkeeper.
And Bogdan, who's had to use this competition to make the most of his opportunities for Liverpool. He's still to displace Simon Mignolet in the Premier League. This is Jordan Ibe. And he saw the run, but just couldn't pick out Randall.
Mark Pugh, who didn't see it. Good offer there from young Randall. Mark Pugh just caught ball watching here with the ball inside him. Timed it well, the youngster. Just a little bit overcooked.
It pains to point out that despite the changes, it is a competition that he's taking seriously. But he's doing what many other managers in the English game have done before him, to look at the next generation in this particular competition. Effort there from Pugh. Back from Daniels to Stanislas. Moved through by Arter to Pugh. Joe Allen tries to break it up. And it's cleared in the end by Kolo Touré. Bournemouth, who scored in the first minute but conceded 5 at the weekend, have made a bright enough start here for a team that have conceded 10 in their last 2 games. They might have had one early on here with that effort from Stanislas, denied by Bogdan. Here's Harry Arter, where already he's got Ritchie to his right. Smith tries to bend one round, but it's blocked by Teixeira.
Good tracking to stop the cross coming in, but Bournemouth have started very brightly.
And now that they're at the same level as Liverpool, they are judged by Premier League standards, even though they might come into this game very much the underdogs. They need a big result here to stop the rot. Which you got the corner in, and Francis could make nothing of it with a header.
Everybody back for Liverpool, 11 inside the box to defend the corner.
Eddie Howe, who was reappointed as Bournemouth's boss 2 years ago, also had a couple of spells on the playing staff of the club.
I think first and foremost tonight, Robbie will be looking for a good defensive performance. He's picked 3 of the 4, the back 4 who lost 5 against Spurs. He'll be keen to get it sorted out before they play Southampton on Sunday.
By Teixeira. There's Klein. Now Kolo Touré. Big question for Liverpool is where the goals are going to come from. Not a single player in their team tonight has scored for them this season. And only 2 of the starting 11 have scored for Liverpool at all, Lovren and Joe Allen. Ibe on his way round, and that was a miskick by Sylvain Distin that concedes the corner.
It's an awkward one for Sylvain Distin. He's well positioned at the front post. He shut that area off. Ball just kicked up in front of him.
Former Portuguese under-21 international João Teixeira to take the corner. Punch by Federici, even though he wasn't directly under pressure, but he got plenty of distance on it. Ibe. Now Allen. Brannigan. Allen. And a clear by Distin. Touch back from Ritchie to Arter, and this is Smith. Origi going in to close down the goalkeeper. Here's Stanislas. Now Francis to Smith. Distin. Francis looking to reach Pugh. He has. Pugh taking on the youngster Randall. Toure going across to assist. Way through for Charlie Daniels. McDonald trying to hold Origi off. Firmino. Allen. Here's Lovren. Pushed by Smith on Teixeira.
Not happy the fullbacks. It's not a challenge he really has to make. He's goal side here. Bournemouth more than secure at the back.
Allen. Here's Firmino. Now Brannigan. Allen. Line coming under pressure from Ritchie. Lovren. Randall. Here's Toure. Given away by him to Francis. Smith. Caught by Teixeira.
Accidental, I think. Dealt with an awkward ball here, Adam Smith. Liverpool are going to have to be patient here tonight. Bournemouth, the 2 centre-backs have squeezed the game up. They're up 35 yards. When Liverpool have it, the Bournemouth front players are dropping in. There's very little space for Liverpool.
Pugh finding the fullback Daniels, and Kermorgant shows for it. And Lovren stuck with him.
Great defending. Terrific challenge.
Dejan Lovren hasn't played since the last round of this competition when he injured his ankle against Carlisle.
Doesn't do anything wrong here, Kermorgant, as it comes in. It's a really good ball. Doesn't have time to get his head up. He's just hoping the striker's there. Lovren did really well on the cover.
Francis just trying to ease Firmino out of the way. Adam Smith with the throw-in. Allen. Here's Ibe. Daniels attempting to make the tackle on Jordan Ibe. Thunderous effort.
Took a deflection, I think. Really good early ball from Ibe, though, wrapped into Firmino's feet. Bought him a little bit of time to sort his own feet out. Got his fingertips to it. Federici.
Teixeira with a kick. Was the target. Danger was sensed. Here's Origi. Randall. Origi. Now Lovren to climb. Firmino. Brannigan. This is Randall.
Working really hard, Bournemouth, off the ball.
Misjudged bounce by Toure, but he gets away with it, and then Daniel similarly misjudges a bounce. And Origi looking to break free of Sylvain Distin. Firmino, Teixeira! Off the line! But followed in by Nathaniel Klein. He was alert enough to get there as it came back off the line, and Klein puts Liverpool ahead.
Bournemouth must have thought they were getting it clear. This time I think it's a little bit too tight on the far side. Origi's too quick for him. Nothing on at the moment. Waits on the support. Beautifully timed run, well onside. Just not enough in the clearance to get it away. And Nathaniel Klein, to be fair, following up more in hope than expectation, is there to finish it off.
Something for the new manager to celebrate, but is it going to be enough to earn him his first win? They haven't been able to close off games before, but at least Nathaniel Klein, who did score here once for Southampton, has his first goal for Liverpool. Here's Stanislas, and Harry Arter hits it.
Chance, decent chance, nobody getting out to the ball. From that range you'd be expecting to work the goalkeeper at worst. Really good chance. Lovren trying to get out quickly, can't close it down.
Here's Kermagant. Put out by Teixeira, whose cheeky back heel it was that was cleared off the line by Adam Smith. Richie, now McDonald. Pugh. And still tries to pull it back, and Stanislas with a header that again sees him denied by Bogdan.
Almost in for an equaliser. Young Randall slips here at the vital moment. Deflection sat up nicely. Difficult to generate any real power in that. No real pace on the ball. It comes off Colo-Toure's hand. Never a penalty, and a decent save there from Bogdan.
Glance back by Mark Pugh. Header away by Joe Allen. Liverpool, since taking that lead, inviting pressure back on themselves once more. Put out by Teixeira. Here's Arta. Ritchie. Cleared by Dejan Lovren. Lovren. A push by Teixeira on Sean McDonald. Here's Pugh.
Got a problem in that far side here, young Randall. Bournemouth make the pitch so wide with Pugh and Ritchie, they stick right out on the touchline. Youngsters not quite sure how far to tuck in or whether they get a little bit tighter on Pugh on that side.
Here's Francis. Now Smith. Sylvain Distin. Daniels. And Kermagant has broken too early, he's offside.
It's a good run, it's a good offer. I'm talking about good runs. The run from Teixeira is everything here for the goal. Timed it absolutely perfectly there. Certainly cleared off before it crossed the line, Nathaniel Klein there, but the run from Teixeira was so intelligent. And that clears up any doubt, it is Nathaniel Klein's goal.
His first goal for Liverpool. In his 14th game for the club. Here's Lovren. Pugh. Randall. Here's Francis. Now Distin. Here's McDonald.
Did well, Sean McDonald, under pressure to win the first and the second ball. He's the security for Bournemouth tonight, just in front of the two centre-backs. He'll sit with the game in front of him.
It's at the other end where they need to make the impression now. Just down and waiting on this free kick from Stanislas, who has himself twice been denied by Adam Bogdan. Stanislas with the kick, touched away by Kolo Touré. Clearance completed by Nathaniel Klein.
Good ball in. Liverpool had to drop really quickly so Touré could get his forehead on it. Stanislas couldn't have dropped this in a better spot. Touré did well to get it safe, get it wide.
Firmino resisting the pressure from Stanislas. Pugh. Now Arta. Here's McDonald. Francis.
That surprises me. Bournemouth having more of the ball.
Oof. Plenty of attempts in the first 25 minutes. A couple on target that have been stopped by Bogdan. Here's Toure. Now Allen. This is Randall. Lovren. Toure. This is Allen. Firmino. Klein. It's got away from Smith. Foul just outside the area.
Must have been just outside. Lovely change of pace here from Nathaniel Klein. That's a yard out. When he was clipped there, I thought that's what Mike Jones was blowing for.
Waiting on the free kick. Real waste. He's actually compounded it by giving it away to Mark Pugh. Good tackle. Toure, the man who made it.
So often we see that type of challenge penalised nowadays. Good to see Mike Jones let it go.
João Teixeira relieved that Bournemouth break came to nil. Here's Randall. Lovren. All games drawn so far under Jürgen Klopp. Liverpool have finished level in each of their last 5 matches and 8 of their last 9.
That's why the second goal would be so important for Liverpool, by them that little bit of comfort that they've not had in any of the games so far.
They've only scored more than one in one game this season. But that ball from Joe Allen unable to free Jordan Ibe. Christian Benteke amongst those watching what they would give to have his goal-scoring abilities in the team at the moment, but it's looks as though he might even be a doubt for the weekend against Chelsea, which would be a big blow to them.
He's got a problem. Kolo Toure's got a problem. Is it a hamstring?
Bearing in mind the rotation, even though Jürgen Klopp named Martin Skrtel on the bench, I'm sure he wouldn't have wanted to have to use him in such circumstances.
Well, if that is a hamstring, and it certainly appears that that's the case, that's the end of the game for Kolo Toure.
Skrtel is the one survivor in the squad from the last time Liverpool actually won this trophy back in 2012. Which he scored in that final against Cardiff. Kolo Toure, who made that important tackle to stop Bournemouth breaking after Liverpool's poor free kick. Clearly feeling this problem
Not sure what happened. He knocked it back to Bogdan. He then made an angle to take the pass. May have been there. Still got it back to yeah, he's feeling it there.
A necessary change for Liverpool. Toure has played in a couple of Europa League matches this season. Not able to take his chance in this game fully because of that early injury. And with the injury list they're already having to contend with, that man amongst them with a knee problem at the moment. That's not good news for Jürgen Klopp.
Well, strikers are dropping like flies. That's the main problem. You would think that once Liverpool get all the strikers fit, they start to motor.
Oh, this temporary reshuffle that Liverpool have had to make because they're awaiting still the arrival of Martin Skrtel. Could Bournemouth take advantage? They've, for the moment, dropped Randall into the centre, and Jordan Ibe is having to play as a right-back. Here's Arter. Now Distan. Here's McDonald. And now Francis. Kermigan winning the header ahead of Randall.
Morgan could do with somebody making the run on his inside there so he could knock it down. He's trying to find a cue in the wide area as Skrtel comes on here. Really difficult knockdown for him.
Martin Skrtel's only previous rests in the Liverpool colours this season have come in the Europa League, and he's pressed into action earlier than expected here. Here's Matt Ritchie, and again Ritchie. Kermigan helping it back out to the Scottish winger.
I'm just a little bit too keen though. I think Matt Ritchie coming in off the right hand side out of frustration really hasn't been in it at all so far.
Well, Stanislas put in a good previous delivery that Kolo Toure had to deal with. Now he can test that reshuffled back line. Doesn't reach it though. Cleared by Joe Allen. Making his presence felt there against Sylvain Distan. Here's Daniels. Brannigan won it back for Liverpool, and Ibe gets there ahead of McDonald, who has to try and manoeuvre himself in front of him. Teased though by Ibe, cleared by Sylvain Distan.
Well, Sean McDonald should have put it behind. Just get it out of the pitch there.
Firmino!
Good effort. Trying to find the inside of that far post. Matt Ritchie a little bit careless in possession on the edge of the box. Very decent effort.
Here's Lovren. Skrtel. Allen.
Stay inside. Stay inside. There you go. Stay there. Stay inside.
Skirtle. From Brannigan to Lovren. Here's Teixeira. Firmino. Free kick against Brannigan.
Just got away from him a little bit. The challenge he obviously felt he had to make. He's always on the stretch, always going to be penalised. That touch there's a little bit clumsy. Doesn't go in high though.
Sense that perhaps Brannigan a little unlucky. Here's Distan. Now Sean McDonald. This is Francis. Smith. Distan's header, picking out Charlie Daniels. Kermigan pursued by Lovren. Pugh. Here's Arter. Now Francis. Stanislas. Pugh followed by Conor Randall again. Managed to give him the slip. Cross beyond Ritchie, headed back into danger though, and Joe Allen has to get it away. Here's McDonald. Now Smith. Ritchie gets his cross in. Important header to carry it away from Pugh.
Getting decent width on either side, Bournemouth. Just need a better final ball into the box, something with a little bit of pace on it.
Here's Stanislas, who was knocked out of his stride then by Joe Allen.
Lovely turn. Joe Allen thinks he's going to take it in. First touch takes him down the outside. Leaves Joe Allen for dead. This is a nice angle.
Allen got away with a talking to, and Bournemouth hoping to make capital from the free kick. Kermigan seems to have eyes on this one, although Stanislas has been the provider on previous occasions.
Adam Bogdan's just got to be careful he doesn't give away too much of his near post here. Well, the shot might be on.
It's a bit of a gap there. Stanislas goes for goal, and Bogdan does get it across.
Got the benefit of a good starting position. I think had he gone much more towards his back post, he would have been in bother.
Goes Distan beyond him, and Ritchie had withdrawn himself. Handled off the ball, but no free kick coming in Liverpool's direction. Here's Harry Arter. Referee in the way. There's Ibe. Free kick against Pugh.
Not happy Bournemouth because of the interception from Mike Jones. That's a very decent save from Bogdan, whose starting position is spot on here. Another really good effort. Had to move his feet really quickly, the keeper.
Simon Mignolet not involved tonight. They've got Ryan Fulton as the young backup to Adam Bogdan. Totally discouraging for Eddie Howe. Done very well in wide areas. They've tested Adam Bogdan on a number of occasions.
The early chance for Stanislas crucial as well. You know, Bournemouth get ahead, it's a different game.
Bogdan invited to come for that one by his captain, Skirtle. Super Sunday this weekend starts with Everton against Sunderland, 12:30 on Sky Sports 1. And Bournemouth trailing here to a former Saint in Nathaniel Klein, taking on the current Saints as the second part of our Super Sunday double bill. Southampton against Bournemouth, Sky Sports 1 from 3:30. Here's Ritchie. Francis. Here's Distan. Here's Francis. Randall shut down by Pugh. Here's McDonald. Distan. Decent run from Daniels. Now Pugh. Ball across towards Ritchie.
He does well to win it at the back post, but again there's very little pace in the ball in. It's hung up again. It left Ritchie with a lot to do from that angle, that range.
Distan's header. Arta. Origi. Skirtle had to try and rescue that against Kermagant, who felt entitled to go for it as the ball back was short.
It was a challenge that Skirtle was never going to pull out of. Just been caught. He's always getting there first, Martin Skirtle.
So far the referee has kept his cards in his pocket, but Arta, judging by his reaction, feared the worst.
I think he's lucky if Mike Jones doesn't go to his pocket. Origi's always got his body between Arta and the ball here, screens it well.
He has been understanding.
The crowd not happy, and you can see why. His foot's planted.
Well, you can sympathise with the referee wanting to keep 22 players on the pitch. No bookings so far. Here's Skirtle. Now Lovren. Klein. Well, Arta again, having just drawn the referee's attention.
He's flagging himself up to Mike Jones here. Probably felt he could have nicked that one there.
Here's Lovren. Now Skirtle. There are 2 added minutes in the first half here. Losing out cheaply to Sean McDonald. Richie couldn't quite get it back to his colleague, and Nathaniel Klein now emerges with it. This is Teixeira. Now Allen. Firmino. This is Randall. Origi. Firmino, good move this from Liverpool. Cleared by Francis. Stanislas. He was the one who lost out, and Ibe is making inroads here. And Origi couldn't supply the header. It's Klein. And Teixeira into the side netting.
Decent chance. Jürgen, terrific composure almost on the byline there. To lose Sean McDonald, who tries to make the block. Great feat from Ibe to get in here. McDonald dives in. Puts it into a really good area. Origi can't get enough on it. That's a half-decent chance.
So far so good for Jürgen Klopp, who has a half-time lead for the first time, but as he said about his own reign, it's not how they judge you at the start, it's how they judge you at the finish. Nathaniel Klein has put him in a position to win his first match as Liverpool boss, but before and since the goal, Bournemouth have had opportunities. Junior Stanislas in particular could have had a hat-trick denied 3 times by saves from Adam Bogdan. So at half-time, it is Liverpool 1, Bournemouth 0.
Well, it's a slender lead, and you've only won 2 Hawthorne.
Liverpool's charismatic new manager Jürgen Klopp within sight of his first victory. But will Nathaniel Klein's goal on its own be enough against Bournemouth, who haven't had a player score at Anfield in more than 88 years? Ronnie Eyre was the player to have that honour. Bournemouth themselves have scored here since in 1968, but it was an own goal from Emlyn Hughes. There's Pugh. Daniels. Goes down by Roberto Firmino. Both teams much changed from last time out. Only 2 survivors at the start in the Liverpool lineup, although Martin Skrtel has since had to come on for the injured Kolo Touré, while Bournemouth made half a dozen changes from their weekend defeat by Spurs. And Eddie Howe looking for a hero here against a Liverpool team who've had 7 1-all draws already this season.
They're still well in it at 1-0, Rob. They've had 1 or 2 chances. There's a bit of encouragement from that first half.
One of those 1-all draws was in the last round when they needed penalties to see off Carlisle. Bournemouth also needed penalties in the last round to see off Preston. Jason Tindall, the Bournemouth coach, rescuing the ball for an attempt to keep the momentum going, although Stanislas giving way on the throw to Daniels before getting it back. And here's Sean McDonald, cut out by Joe Allen. Here's Lovren. Now Klein. Francis with a header. McDonald. Free kick against Roberto Firmino. Ball that's served Bournemouth well from Francis out to Pugh. Donald won the header. Stanislas kept it in. He's got away from Skrtel and from Randall, but not from Allen. Nonsense challenge from Lovren, who was expecting the goal kick then, but the decision goes the other way.
Good tackle, young Randall just letting the ball bounce there when he could have dealt with it a little bit earlier. Chance for Bournemouth to push the bigger targets up.
Francis and Distan among them. McDonald is in there too, as is Pugh. Stanislas with the kick. McDonald's header!
Nobody reacting. Nobody around the back post. It's a really good corner. Haven't done enough of this type of ball in. Something with decent pace on it. If Mark Hugh gambles here, he's got a tap in at the back post, just caught on his heels. McDonald's got a little bit too much to do. Should be getting a penalty there as he's tugged. But Mark Hugh just standing there back post instead of being on the move.
Brannigan with a real handful of McDonald's shirt. There's McDonald. Header on by Stanislas. Cleared by Skirtle. Kermigan wins the header. McDonald. Back from Sylvain Distan. Kermigan's helping it on. Ritchie on the chase. Klein always had the advantage on him though.
I just wonder how much Mike Jones saw the tuck here in the box. It's a really good corner from Stanislas. Well, he's looking in. Well, he must have a decent angle of that tug there.
It was a risk that Brannigan got away with. Seen or ignored by Mike Jones. Origi's header back, falls for Pugh. There's Stanislas. Now Daniels. McDonald. Arta. Pugh's layoff, gave it away. And this is Firmino to Ibe. Brannigan, Allen, back from Teixeira to Dejan Lovren. Here's Allen. Jordan Ibe. Touch back from Brannigan. And slides Pugh. This is Allen. Klein. Teixeira. Goes to play Nathaniel Klein again. Early ball goes for the corner.
Really good offer on the outside from Nathaniel Klein. Teixeira knew he was quick enough. Looked over, hit it fast, but he's got terrific pace.
Teixeira toward the corner. Cleared by Adam Smith. Randall. Ibe. Away by Arta. This is Ibe. And again Jordan Ibe. Firmino, lovely ball back to Randall. And Allen steams in.
Good defending Harry Arter, but two sublime touches in the space of a moment or so there from Firmino.
Firmino again to Ibe. Brannigan, just trying the reverse ball through. Here's Lovren. Origi. Cleared by Smith. Here's Allen. Shearer looking to angle one through for Origi. McDonald away. At the moment, Bournemouth having to soak up the most concerted spell of pressure they faced.
That was always going to be the case. They started the second half really brightly, but they're not going to boss this for any length of time.
Liverpool pressing home their dominance at the start of the second half. Here's Daniels hoping to change that direction, and Skirtle has given away a free kick, taking down Mark Pugh.
They won't be in a hurry to take this. Bournemouth will allow the two centre-backs to go up again.
Francis and Distan had taken their cue, but hadn't got in there by the time the kick was taken, and no one really in there for Pugh, who hit it long anyway.
Just no support. I mean, good idea taking the short free kick, taking it quickly, but no bodies at the back post.
Here's Smith. Now Distan. Daniels. This is Harry Arter. Here's Distan. Arter. McDonald. This is Ritchie. Pugh with Daniels making the run ahead of him. Uses Daniels now. Gets a throw in off Randall. Retrieved by Daniels for Harry Arter. McDonald off balance, and this is Simon Francis. Adam Smith unable to keep it in. Frustration for the Bournemouth manager. Liverpool 8 places and 6 points above Bournemouth in the current Premier League table, but if Bournemouth were to get a result here, it might help to lift them out of their doldrums. After a reasonably positive start to the campaign.
Type of game that Liverpool really have to win. Maybe with a bit to spare, they really could do with a convincing win here to get Klopp's reign off and running.
Klein, the man who's put them in a winning position at the moment. Lovren, retrieved by Stanislas for Bournemouth, and here's Pugh. Got himself into trouble there, and Firmino's been a constant danger, but he can't make it count.
Well, given the game he's had up until now, I think everyone expected him to score. Applause here from Jürgen Klopp, but it's a terrific chance. Good anticipation, good pressure to win the ball here. Once he's in here, Got to do a little bit better than that. He's never going to try and pick Origi out. Got to try and score. Should be hitting the target.
His first start for Liverpool since the last round of this competition. Bournemouth at the moment, architects of their own downfall. Again, they get away with it. Here's Distan. Daniels. Randall. Origi. No free kick against Junior Stanislas. Here's Arta. Daniels. Francis to Smith. Just cut out by Joe Allen. Here's Ritchie. Now McDonald. Given away by Matt Ritchie. Firmino has Origi up ahead. Needs help. Comes from Brannigan in the end. Here's Ibe. Randall. Here by Sylvain Distan. Loose touch from Ibe, and here's Matt Ritchie. Now Smith. Arta.
Good block. Really good ball from Matt Ritchie to get after into the hole there. It's the kind of forward pass that the Bournemouth need a little bit more of if they're going to give Liverpool a problem. This ball here, really good. Buys after a bit of time. Centre-back's backing off. Skirtle did his job.
Harry Arta did score in his last appearance for Bournemouth, which was the victory against Charlton that clinched the championship title. And we're going to see the first card of the evening here, the yellow card for Joe Allen.
He's been pretty lenient up until now, Mike Jones. Sean McDonald sees it coming, he gets his feet off the ground. You could argue we've seen worse than that in the game so far.
Away by Skirtle. Distan's header. Randall. There's Lovren. Now Klein. Francis. Firmino. Firmino back to Jordan Ibe. Deflection out to Roberto Firmino.
Liverpool's two best players tonight linking up. Ibe's had a very good evening as well. Just continues his run here. Comes in behind him. He's got a lot to do to try and sort his feet out. Broke nicely for Firmino from that angle. Very difficult.
Jürgen Klopp about to use his second substitution. He was forced to send on Martin Skrtel when Kolo Touré got injured in the first half. Lucas set to come on next. Don't forget the quarter-final draw to come up at the conclusion of tonight's matches. At the moment, Liverpool heading into the quarter-finals, which was where they played Bournemouth in last season's competition, and that's the furthest that Bournemouth have ever been in the League Cup. Here's Harry Arter under pressure. Now Distan. Stanislas. Skrtel. Hyde. Carried into the path of McDonald, who clears to Conor Randall. Allen. Lovren. Klein. Shearer. Nice touch. Smith. Closing down by Firmino. And here comes the Liverpool change and the Anfield debut of Cameron Brannigan. Comes to an end. Player actually from United territory. He's from Salford originally, but very much at home here now. And getting a good send-off as his home debut comes to an end.
Good to see. Won't forget this for a long, long time.
So Lucas, who was out of the squad and seemingly on his way out of the club when Liverpool played Bournemouth here in the league back in August, is back as a fixture in the team now. Stanislas. Here's Skrtel. Distan trying to hold off Origi. And Stanislas assisting.
Got to do better, Origi. I know he's only 20, but you know, if it's to make the breakthrough here, he's got to do better as a centre forward. He's got to protect it better. I think he's got to show more often, play in the box more often.
Only player now to have started every game under Jürgen Klopp. He was actually subbed at half-time at the weekend. But I might need more from him with Christian Benteke facing this spell on the sidelines and Daniel Sturridge having his fitness issues too. Here is Origi. Trying to do it on his own that time and stopped by Simon Francis. Here's Lucas. Hyde.
Did the difficult bit. Made the yard for the cross. Good to see Jordan Idle making up his mind. He was going to skin the defender and doing it as early as he wanted to there.
Got a bit more experience than some of his peers in the team tonight, Jordan Hyde, but he's still only 19 himself. Movement on the Bournemouth bench, with Eddie Howe planning to make a couple of changes. Lovren. Josh King and Lee Tomlin are going to be the two who come on for Bournemouth. Daniels. Now Francis. This is Smith. Arter. Now Distan.
Not sure who he's looking for. He might have been looking for Kermorgan going long there, but either way it's poor from Distan.
Allen getting away from Kermorgan, but not making the most of that. And here is Sylvain Distan to Francis. Arter. Daniels. Now Distan. This is McDonald. Ritchie aiming to pick out Pugh. So here come the Bournemouth changes, and Jan Kermorgan, one of those two, come off. And Harry Arter's comeback match will also end early.
Number 17, Josh King.
So Josh King and Lee Tomlin coming on in the double substitution. King, the former Manchester United man, and Tomlin, who had a trial here at Liverpool 9.5 years ago. He actually lost here in the League Cup last season with Middlesbrough on penalties. Here's Distan. Now McDonald. Ball up towards King.
He's going to have the same problem as Kermorgan, playing against the two centre-backs on his own. Not a lot of support arriving from that Bournemouth midfield.
King did start the Premier League defeat by Liverpool here back in August, but he's still to have the impact of his first goal for the club. This is Ibe, now Firmino. Switched out wide by Joe Allen to Klein, and this is Lucas. Got to play in Ibe, but it's read by Daniels. Klein. Skirtle. Got up by Daniels. This is Lucas. Now to Shearer. Firmino back into the path of Teixeira. Firmino does retrieve it. Klein just couldn't find the gap. Here's Allen. Origi. Lucas. Ibe. Lovely build-up, Randall's ball in. Cleared by Francis.
I think it's a really good area from young Randall as well. He's just looking for somebody to get back post to front post here. Lovely ball here from Ide. It's a really good area, no takers.
Strong showing from Klopp's team as they look to seal the victory here. Gathering strength about Liverpool as Teixeira lines up the corner for them. Glanced away by Pugh, kept in by Allen. Randall. Bogdan met it before Firmino could. But still the pressure will stay on that Bournemouth back line.
You're really looking to put the game to bed, though, when you have as much of the ball and as much of the players Liverpool are having. You're disappointed if you haven't got that second goal by now. Shooting in terms of attempts, Liverpool, but they have the game by the throat at the moment, but they still haven't managed to put Bournemouth away.
Here's Distan. Now Smith. Francis.
He's read the script, Conor Randall. He's had plenty of practice tonight. He's a lot narrower now.
It's been a good education experience for a man whose only previous senior football was at Shrewsbury on loan, when he made one belated appearance as a substitute back in February. Liverpool 15 minutes away from claiming their place in the last 8, with the quarter-final draw to follow at the conclusion of tonight's matches. Ball from Lucas to Ide. Now Allen. Teixeira struggling to hold off Smith, finding Skirtle. Here's Ibe. Now Lucas. Klein. Cleared by Ritchie, only as far as Lucas! Origi. Klein strike blocked by McDonald. And Pugh clears the decks.
Lucas couldn't have struck him much cleaner. Great interception to set the chance up for himself. Maybe hit it too well.
It's 5 years since Lucas did score. Fairly precious commodity goals from him. Here's Lovren. Lucas. Ibe. Challenged by Daniels on the youngster Randall, followed out then by Distan. Ibe. Now Skirtle. Lovren. Skirtle. Here's Firmino.
Take a touch, lovely early ball from Firmino.
Here's Firmino. Jordan Ibe. Lucas. And Randall finds some space. No one in the area to which he pulled it back. Now a foul. Right on the edge of the area by McDonald on Joe Allen.
A good anticipation from Joe Allen, who was getting the shot away up for the foul. Best chance Liverpool have had all night from a set piece. Just about dead centre. Cynical one from Sean McDonald. And what can Liverpool produce here?
Well, we'll be hopeful that they can produce something to complete the job. Sean McDonald following Liverpool's Joe Allen, nearly the player book tonight. So it's up to Firmino or Teixeira to produce the goods. Teixeira does produce the save from Federici.
Good save, keeper may have been expecting it to go to his right. That's a bigger target, that's what he's offering him. Just tries to reverse him.
Teixeira with a corner for Liverpool. In towards Loppen, who got the flick. Pass from Randall, always going wide.
Got to find something. Bournemouth getting very little of the ball at the moment, running out of time now.
Last throw of the dice from Eddie Howe, sending on the South African Ranti in place of Stanislas, who'd been Bournemouth's biggest goal threat in that first half. Only Tokolo Ranti's second match of the season. His previous one came in the second round win at Hartlepool.
The substitution for Bournemouth, midfield number 19, Jürgen.
Provided back company for Josh King. Going to finish with 2 up. Why not? Nothing to lose now.
Daniels. Cleared by Lovren. Here's Pugh. Free kick conceded by Lucas, which gives Bournemouth encouragement to send Francis forward. Distan for now stayed back. Bends in the kick and King got the header.
Did well to get his head on it between the two centre-backs. Might even be doing better here. comes off his shoulder.
Well, he's close enough to touch that first victory as Liverpool manager, but nothing guaranteed. Firmino. Now Ibe. Lucas. Reminder of the weekend action we got for you on Sky Sports. We're across Stanley Park to start Super Sunday with Everton against Sunderland. Sky Sports 1 from 12:30, followed by the South Coast clash of Southampton and Bournemouth from 3:30. Both of whom, well, Southampton could be in the quarter-final draw, and Bournemouth still have hope of being there, but time very much against them. Liverpool, who needed a single goal to beat Bournemouth here in the Premier League at the start of this season, have that narrow lead again from Nathaniel Klein. Divock Origi has given away a free kick there.
Not sure why he stopped the game though, Mike Jones. Bournemouth had good possession there.
There's Distan. He gets the handball decision and takes a quick free kick. Ranty not quite on the same wavelength as him. Alano couldn't get it away. Ritchie in the way. This is King. Oh, Smith and Ranty in each other's way now. And Ranty goes on and hits one.
Had to take it on. There is a pass in his left, but he's always going to take the shot on when he gets into this kind of range. Skittle trying to face him up. Never really got hold of it.
Not scored in a year since his 2 in the 8-0 hammering of Birmingham. Final change that's at Jürgen Klopp's disposal, about to be used with Adam Lallana, who came through Bournemouth's centre of excellence and later had a loan spell there. About to come on and face them again. Here's Josh King. Ritchie. And the slip allowed Joe Allen to get there for the tackle.
To be fair to Joe Allen, who's right in his face there on the touchline.
Bournemouth did benefit to the tune of £4 million from the sell-on clause when Adam Lallana made his move to Liverpool. Brad here standing for the performance of Roberto Firmino, who again hasn't seen through the full 90 minutes, but he's certainly won over a few of the doubters here with this performance.
Yeah, all the subtlety, all the craft, all the guile has come from this man. I think that's why he's getting the reception he's receiving right now.
Performance appreciated by his manager. Adam Lallana comes on to try and help Liverpool to the right conclusion from their perspective. Headed back by Sylvain Distin. Here's Pugh. Francis. Smith the target. Klein managed to resist. Here's Distin. Ibe. Lallana. This is Klein. Lallana. Teixeira. Now Lucas. Lovren. This is Allen. And Teixeira looks to thread away through. Running to Smith in the end, though.
Good tackling, it had to be. Going to try and get the ball in the Liverpool box here, running out of time now, Bournemouth.
Bournemouth a minute plus stoppage time away from being dumped out of the Capital One Cup by the same opponents 2 years running. Liverpool with a 3-1 success at Bournemouth in last season's quarter-final. Will Nathaniel Klein's goal be enough to take Liverpool into the last 8 this time? Lucas finds Divock Origi. If they score here, it will finish off the job once and for all. Lucas with the ball in, Origi on the stretch. Can't get there.
Decent ball, I think it just asks a little bit too much of the striker though.
Having survived the blow that Liverpool tried to land on them, can Bournemouth now profit? Here's Pugh, Tomlin, Pugh again. Ritchie, having come narrower, uses the width offered by Smith. Ritchie again. Tomlin. McDonald. Daniels with the ball to Josh King. And there will be 3 minutes of stoppage time. We're entering that territory now. That's how little time Bournemouth have left to take it into extra time. Allen breaks it up. Distan deals with the danger for now. Lovren's second best of that against King, and Ritchie tried to play Ranty through, but Klein with the clearance. It's still precarious for Liverpool. Daniels sweeps one across, and that's a comfortable take.
Just didn't get enough bend on it. The right idea, Josh King back post. Bogdan in no hurry. Liverpool surely will see this out.
Well, he's eased his way into the job as Jürgen Klopp so far with 3 draws, maybe just as well. Not to raise the level of expectation too much in his management career so far. He has been something of a slow burner, certainly not a short shot impact manager. He's had 7 seasons at both of his previous clubs, and he'll look to have a similarly long term here. But he is within reach of his first victory in the Anfield hot seat. Here's Pugh. Ranty. Tomlin. Distan. Smith in space, and Tomlin had spotted that. It's closed down now by Klein. Good run by Matt Ritchie. Can he take it all the way? Good stop by Bogdan.
Terrific first touch from Matt Ritchie. Did brilliantly to get the shot away. Lovely layup, took a great first touch to get away from Joe Allen. Could only put his toe on it. Very good effort though.
A warning for Liverpool that the job is not done yet. And the corner's in towards Pugh, but met by Skirtle. Cleared away as far as Tomlin. In towards Sylvain Distan, but the flag was up.
Should be enough for Liverpool. Nervous look at the watch there from Jürgen Klopp. We'll probably feel this should have been much more emphatic.
on the road to Wembley. They're into the last 8 of the Capital One Cup. And they're in the quarter-finals thanks to a first Liverpool goal from Nathaniel Klein in the first half. Bournemouth did make it difficult for them, and Liverpool had to rely on their goalkeeper Adam Bogdan, who kept out Stanislas in the first half, and Matt Ritchie late on with some decent saves. But in the end, that one goal is enough for Liverpool's new manager to keep his unbeaten record in charge, but more importantly, to get his reign really off and running with a win ahead of that big clash against Chelsea at the weekend. Keen to congratulate Bournemouth for their part in it, but he can smile now at the thought that his first victory is now well and truly under his belt. Liverpool 1, Bournemouth 0.
And for Liverpool, that is their 5th quarter-final in the League Cup in the last 11 seasons. And Jürgen Klopp avoids becoming the first ever Liverpool manager not to pick up a win in his first 4 games in charge. Could this yet prove to be a competition that could deliver his first trophy in his first season in charge? They're through to that quarter-final draw, which will follow a little bit later this evening. For Bournemouth, they're out to Liverpool for the 2nd season running in the League Cup, and for Eddie Howe's side, no wins in 5. That man's goal, Nathaniel Klein, the difference between the two sides. A good night for Jordan Ives. Some good performances all round, which we will discuss in the company of Jamie Carragher and Jamie Redknapp in a short time.